So, guys, we will start from topic number one, that is fundamentals of communication in marketing. Marketing communication has been defined as the sharing of information, concepts, and meanings about products, services, and the organization that sell them by the source and receiver. A more elaborate definition is marketing communication is targeted interaction with the customers and prospects using one or more media like as direct mail, newspapers and magazines, television, radio, billboards, telemarketing, and the internet. Marketing communication is essentially as a part of the marketing mix. The marketing mix defines the four P's of marketing: price, place, products, and promotion. And promotion is what marketing communication is all about. Subsisting within the marketing mix is another, the promotion mix, which simply refers to the blend of advertising, selling, public relations, and sales promotion. A commonality shared by all elements of the promotional mix is that their function is to communicate. Before a product is positioned in the mind of a buyer or consumer, awareness must first be created through the promotion mix, to such extent that the buyer develops positive attitude about the product or service and the selling firm that may result in a sale being made. From the marketing point of view, communication or the promotion mix can achieve the following functions. Number one, information. Number two, persuasion. Number three, combined promotional information and persuasion. Now we will discuss each point in detail. When we talk about information, especially during the product's introductory stage, when it is newly introduced into the market and the company is trying to establish primary demand. In persuasion, once primary demand has been established, commercial communication can emphasize persuasion in the struggle for brand supremacy. Selective demand for the branded product of a seller may be built through brand name, emotional appeals, reputation, package, identification, and similar devices. This is done usually at the growth stage in a product life cycle. Now, combined promotional information and persuasion. So, in this point, sellers combine information and persuasion in their promotion message, attempting to expand both primary and selected demands at the same time. This usually occurs when the product is in the maturity or declining stages of their life cycle. There are three necessary elements for effective communication. So we would discuss each and every one of them. Like number one is source, such as an organization selling products. Number two, message, such as information, signs, and symbols. Number three, receiver, such as consumers and the company's publics. So all these three are established in marketing communication. Market communication, that is, messages flow between the firm, which is its source, and four main groups of receivers. Number one, consumer. Number two, various sales supporting personnel such as wholesalers, retailers, and other middlemen in the marketing system. Number three, other members of the distribution channels and the marketing system not directly under the control of the selling firm, such as advertising agencies, sales agents, and others. Number four, material and resources suppliers such as financial and governmental agencies. So the feedback must be present for any meaningful analysis of market communication and its effectiveness. The conclusive market feedback is the knowledge of completed sales as a result of messages. Feedback may also be made through market survey. Feedback information obtained through sales and marketing research is utilized by management to assist in the appraisal of the transmitted messages results to guide product and sales strategy. It is as well to revise communication contents, channels of transmission, and forms of communication. The modern company manages a complex marketing communication system. The firm uses its communication mix of advertising, sales promotion, publicity, and personal selling to disseminate marketing and corporate information to its distribution channel members, consumers, and other various publics. The nature of information communicated to these various groups goes a long way in marketing the positive impact that will build corporate goodwill for the company, its products, and employees. Researchers have discovered that the information has a peculiar nature with various essential elements to make a targeted impact on its recipient.